Hey guys, it's Amanda, and today I want to go over the top 10 things you should know before getting started on Walmart, and they're also the most questions that I get for people who are just starting when it comes to selling on Walmart. If you're new here, my name is Amanda, and I love talking all things Walmart. If you could please do me a favor and like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube video things, and I would greatly appreciate it. I would love to know where you're at in your journey. Are you just starting? Do you have any questions? What can I help you with? Let's start it off. Do you need an LLC? Yes, you do. Unlike Amazon, you can sign up with your social security number and you're good to go. But unfortunately, with Walmart, they want people more serious. And so you do need an LLC. Once you get an LLC, wait about 30 days and then you can sign up for Walmart. But yes, you do need an LLC. 2, is Walmart beginner friendly? No, it is absolutely not. I wish it was. I wish I could recommend everyone starting on Walmart, but it's just not the case. Walmart is incredibly glitchy, things down on us all the time, and it is something that you have to learn how to come back and fight with Walmart. When it comes to certain things, they want people who have experience, who know basics knowledge of selling online. So I recommend you being on Amazon for maybe 6 months a year, just depending on your volume and your method, if you're doing seller fulfilled or FBM or FBA. So it just kind of depends on your journey and what you're going through. 3, what is the approval process? So the approval process is pretty straightforward. You go to seller.walmart.com and apply to be a seller. You'll typically get an email back saying you've been denied, which is so typical, but that is easy to overturn. So don't just give up just then, or you'll get an email saying congratulations, you've been approved. And so that is kind of the process, and it can take between 3 days to a couple weeks. It just depends on the volume at that time, and it depends on the time of year. I've noticed during Q4, the approval process tends to be a little longer, which is crazy, but Q4 is crazy in itself. 4, what are returns like? This is what I hate because Walmart returns are awful. There's no way around it. They're terrible because about 90% of people in the US have a Walmart within 5 minutes. It is so easy just to go to your Walmart and return something versus Amazon. You have to go to UPS store. There's more steps versus the Walmart is so close to people's backyards that it's just easier to return things. And then having those returned back to us is also a pain. So I'm just going to be open and honest with that one. The returns are terrible on Walmart, but there are some things you can put in place that kind of help mediate that. What is the CPC, or the Children's Product Certification? So this is something that I believe the government put in place, that every child's toy between 12 and under needs a CPC, a Children's Product Certificate, which shows that the product has been tested, it's approved for that age. You don't want a toy being sold to a 3-year-old that breaks and they choke. That's not good. So every toy is required to have the CPC as well as the testing information. Now, not every company does testing. From what I heard, Crayola does not test their products, therefore they don't have a testing certification, but Walmart yet requires us to have it. That's where it's kind of frustrating as a seller, is how can we provide something that doesn't exist? These are required per seller versus Amazon right now is per listing. If it's on the listing, everyone on that listing is good to go. Not on Walmart, it's per seller, which is absolutely crazy, but that's what that is. If you do have an item in your catalog that is erroring out, my recommendation is just to remove it and move on. It is really hard to get them approved. The people reviewing these certificates, they aren't trained and they aren't sure what they're looking for. I have had like maybe one person get approved for one item. For me, that's not my time worth spent. So I will just remove the order, probably try it on eBay and move on. 6, what are the restricted or gated brands? So restricted for Walmart are brand exclusive products. Now this includes Ozark, Pioneer Woman, and Great Value, just to name a few. These are exclusive to Walmart products, meaning not everyone can sell them, only the brand and Walmart can sell these. So there's no way to get ungated. I have not heard anyone get ungated in a restricted brand like Pioneer Woman. And it's also a red flag on a listing if Walmart is the only lister and no other sellers. That's a good indicator that a brand can be restricted. Gated, that also implies where you can't apply to get ungated. So right now, to get ungated for an item, it is 50 units of an invoice. Before it was like 2 units of a receipt, but now it's 50 units of an invoice. And that is for brands like Disney, Lego, Star Wars, those kinds of brands. Those are all under toys. And I personally am avoiding the toys because of the CPC things that are required. But right now it is easier to get ungated with Walmart, but it's just more expensive. Hey, would you like a free roadmap that tells you how to get started, what to look for when sourcing, and how to create a shipment, all the way to getting paid and making this Walmart a full-time business? So please check out my freebie down below, and back to the video. 7, how do we know what sells? We don't have a Keepa. We don't have any evidence or data like that? Well, we do have WAMP. That does tell us what sells. It does have historical charts where it tells us the offers, the price, and everything like that. So that does help. But the number one thing that I look for are badges. Now, these are listed on each item, or it may not have any badges. So you can have badges such as bestseller, popular pick. They also have a clearance and a rollback and a super seller or deal sell or something like that. They kind of change the verbiage. But having those bestseller, popular pick are really good. But ones that I really look for are cart badges, such as in people's carts, like 100 plus in people's carts, or bought since yesterday carts, like 75 bought since yesterday. You know, those kinds of things tell me that this item sells online. Sometimes with the sales rank of Walmart, they incorporate the in-store and online. And for me, I don't care if it sells well in store. I just want to know if it sells well online because that's where I'm putting my products. That's how I know what sells, is those badges. Number 8, must have softwares. Now, there are 3 softwares that I must have all the time because that's important to me in my business. The first is Seller Board. I love to know my numbers. I want to know what I'm doing, how I'm doing, what's selling, and that is incredibly important to me. 2 is free. It's WAMP. That is what I use every day for sourcing. It's what I rely on to have good information so I can be able to flip good products and have the knowledge and the data to back that up. 3rd is Flash Pricer. This is my repricer. I personally don't want to spend time repricing items or doing anything like that. I love having a repricer that does it for me. I love Flash Pricer because they are so easy to set up. I came from a different repricer where the rules were so confusing and I just got lost all the time. So I don't know if my repricer was set up correctly, but Flash Pricer was so easy to set up and I absolutely love it. Number 9, what is my favorite sourcing method? I love Walmart to Walmart. I love doing Walmart clearance in store and selling it right onto Walmart.com online platform. I love doing Walmart to Walmart because the margins are so good. There's so many times where I find $3 items and sell them for $21 easy online, no problem. And that is my personal favorite way of sourcing. Online arbitrage from Amazon to Walmart also does really well. Or retail stores such as Ross, TJ Maxx, those also do really well on Walmart. But my personal favorite is the Walmart to Walmart. 10, where can I get help in real time? Now, this is where community comes together and share their stories, their wins, their ups and downs, you know, all the things with Walmart. And that is in my Discord. That is my community. I have a Walmart flipping community where we have so many sellers in there to ask questions, get videos. I'm in there all the time answering questions. So if you need help real time or you want to just like get into a community where you are with like-minded people, so check out the link below and we'd love to have you and share the wins and enjoy all this wonderful things of Walmart. And I hope you guys like this list. Did I miss anything on this list? Is there something else that you would like to know about when it comes to selling on Walmart? If so, drop a comment down below and I will talk to you guys later and I'll see you in the next one.